Introduction and Dramatis Personae for Semele by William Congreve. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Semele by William Congreve. After Jupiter's amour with Europa, the daughter of Agenor, king of Phenicia, he again incenses Juno by a new affair in the same family, viz. With Semele, niece to Europa and daughter to Cadmus, king of Thebes. Semele is on the point of marriage with Athamas, which marriage is about to be solemnised in the temple of Juno, goddess of marriage. This fable is related by Ovid in his Metamorphoses. Dramatis Personae. Jupiter,
read by Giordano.
Cadmus, king of Thebes,
read by Beeswaxcandle.
Athamas, a prince of Boeotia, in love with and designed to marry Semele,
read by Todd.
Somnus,
read by Phil Shempf.
Apollo,
read by David Purdy.
Cupid,
read by DC.
Juno,
read by Wendy Katz
HillerIris,
read by Jenn BrodaIno.
Semele, daughter of Cadmus, beloved by and in love with Jupiter,
read by
ShrimpPhishJupiter. Sister to Semele, in love with Athamas,
read by Melanie Klaus.
Chief Priest of Juno, read by Brian Fullen. 2nd Priest,
read by Glys.
3rd Priest,
read by David Purdy.
Augurs, read by Alan Mapstone. Narration by Alan Mapstone. Scene, Boeotia. End of introduction and Dramatis Personae. Act 1 of Semele by William Congreve. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Act 1, Scene 1. The scene is the temple of Juno. Near the altar is a golden image of the goddess. The priests are in their solemnities as after a sacrifice newly offered. Flames arise from the altar and the statue of Juno is seen to bow. Cadmus, Athamas, Semele, and Ino.
Behold, auspicious flashes rise. Juno accepts our sacrifice. The grateful odor swift ascends, and see, the golden image bends.
Lucky omens bless our rites, and sure success shall crown your loves.
Peaceful days and fruitful nights attend the pair that she approves.
Daughter, obey, hear and obey. With kind consenting ease a parent's care. Invent no new delay.
Oh, hear a faithful lover's prayer on this auspicious day. Invent no new delay.
Hear and obey.
Invent no new delay on this auspicious day.
Semele apart.
Ah me, what refuge now is left me! How various, how tormenting are my miseries! O Jove, assist me! Can Semele forego thy love, and to a mortal's passion yield? Thy vengeance will o'ertake such perfidy. If I deny, my father's wrath I fear. O Jove, in pity teach me which to choose, incline me to comply, or help me to refuse.
See, she blushing turns her eyes. See, with sighs her bosom panting. If from love those sighs arise, nothing to my bliss is wanting. Hymen, haste, thy torch prepare, love already his has lighted. One soft sigh has cured despair, and more than my past pains requited.
Alas, she yields and has undone me. I can no longer hide my passion, it must have vent, or inward burning will consume me. Oh, Athamas, I cannot utter it.
On me fair Ino calls with mournful accent, her colour fading, and her eyes o'erflowing.
Oh, Semele!
On me she calls, yet seems to shun me. What would my sister? Speak!
Thou hast undone me.
Why dost thou untimely grieve, and all our solemn rites profane? Can he or she thy woes relieve? Or I? Of whom dost thou complain?
Of all, but all I fear in vain.
Can I thy woes relieve?
Can I assuage thy pain?
Of whom dost thou complain?
Of all, but all I fear in vain.
It lightens, and thunder is heard at a distance. Then a noise of rain. The fire is suddenly extinguished on the altar. The chief priest comes forward.
Avert these omens, all ye powers. Some god averse our holy rites controls. Overwhelmed with sudden night, the day expires. Ill-boding thunder on the right hand rolls, and Jove himself descends in showers to quench our late propitious fires.
Avert these omens, all ye powers. Again auspicious flashes rise. Juno accepts our sacrifice.
Flames are again kindled on the altar, and the statue nods.
Again the sickly flame decaying dies. Juno assents, but angry Jove denies.
The fire is again extinguished. Athamas apart.
Thy aid, pronubial Juno, Athamas implores.
Semele apart.
Thee, Jove, and thee alone, thy Semele adores.
A loud clap of thunder, the altar sinks.
Cease your vows, 'tis impious to proceed. Be gone, and fly this holy place with speed. This dreadful conflict is of dire presage. Be gone, and fly from Jove's impending rage.
All but the priests come forward. The scene closes on the priests and shows to view the front and outside of the temple. Cadmus leads off Semele, attendants follow. Athamas and Ino remain. Scene 2. Athamas and Ino.
O Athamas, what torture hast thou borne? And oh, what hast thou yet to bear? From love, from hope, from near possession torn, and plunged at once in deep despair.
Thou hopeless lover, turn thy eyes, and see a maid bemoan, in flowing tears and aching sighs, thy woes too like her own.
She weeps, the gentle maid in tender pity, weeps to behold my misery. So Semele would melt to see another mourn. Such unavailing mercy is in beauty found. Each nymph bemoans the smart of every bleeding heart, but that where she herself inflicts the wound.
Ah me, too much afflicted.
Can pity for another's pain cause such anxiety?
Couldst thou but guess what I endure, or could I tell thee, thou, Athamas, wouldst for a while thy sorrows cease, a little cease, and listen for a while to my lamenting.
Of grief too sensible I know your tender nature. Well I remember, when I oft have sued to cold disdainful Semele, when I with scorn have been rejected. Your tuneful voice my tale would tell, in pity of my sad despair, and with sweet melody compel attention from the flying fair.
Too well I see thou wilt not understand me. Whence could proceed such tenderness? Whence such compassion? Insensible, ingrate! Ah, no, I cannot blame thee. For by effects unknown before, who could the hidden cause explore? Or think that love could act so strange a part, to plead for pity in a rival's heart?
Ah me, what have I heard? She does her passion own.
What, had I not despaired? You never should have known. You've undone me, look not on me. Guilt upbraiding, shame invading. Look not on me, you've undone me.
With my life I would atone pains you've borne, to me unknown. Cease, cease to shun me.
Look not on me, you've undone me.
Cease, cease to shun me. Love, love alone has both undone.
Love, love alone
has both undone.
Scene 3. To them enter Cadmus attended.
Wretched prince, doomed to disastrous love, ah me, of parents most forlorn, prepare, O Athamas, to prove the sharpest pangs that e'er were born. Prepare with me our common loss to mourn.
Can fate or Semele invent another, yet another punishment?
Winged with our fears and pious haste, from Juno's fane we fled. Scarce we the brazen gates had passed, when Semele round her head with azure flames was graced, whose lambent glories in her tresses played. While this we saw with dread surprise, swifter than lightning downward tending, an eagle stooped, of mighty size, on purple wings descending. Like gold his beak, like stars shone forth his eyes, his silver plumy breast with snow contending. Suddenly he snatched the trembling maid, and soaring from our sight conveyed, diffusing ever as he lessening flew, celestial odour and ambrosial dew.
Prodigy, to me of dire portent.
To me, I hope, of fortunate event.
Scene 4. Enter to them the chief priest with augurs and other priests.
See Jove's priests and holy augurs come. Speak of Semele, and me declare the doom.
Hail, Cadmus, hail! Jove salutes the Theban king. Cease your mourning, joys returning, songs of mirth and triumph sing. Endless pleasure, endless love, Semele enjoys above. On her bosom Jove reclining, useless now his thunder lies. To her arms his bolts resigning, and his lightning to her eyes. Endless pleasure, endless love, Semele enjoys above.
Haste, 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 to sacrifice prepare, once to the Thunderer, once to the Fair. Jove and Semele implore, Jove and Semele like honours share, whom gods admire, let men adore. Haste, 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 to sacrifice prepare.
Hail, Cadmus, hail! Jove salutes the Theban king.
Cease your mourning, joys returning, songs of mirth and triumph sing.
Exeunt omnes. End of Act 1. Act 2 of Semele by William Congreve. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Act 2. Scene 1. The scene is a pleasant country. The prospect is terminated by a beautiful mountain adorned with woods and waterfalls. Juno and Iris descend in different machines. Juno in a chariot drawn by peacocks, Iris on a rainbow. They alight and meet.
Iris, impatient of thy stay, from Samos have I winged my way to meet thy slow return. Thou knowest what cares infest my anxious breast, and how with rage and jealousy I burn. Then why this long delay?
With all his speed, not yet the sun through half his race has run, since I to execute thy dread command have thrice encompassed seas and land.
Say, where is Semele's abode? Till that I know, though thou hadst on lightning road, still thou tedious art and slow.
Look where Cytheron proudly stands, Boeotian parting from Creopian lands. High on the summit of that hill, beyond the reach of mortal eyes, by Jove's command and Vulcan's skill, behold a new erected palace rise. There from mortal cares retiring, she resides in sweet retreat, on her pleasure, Jove requiring, all the love and graces wait. Thither Flora the fair, with her train must repair, her amorous Zephyr attending, all her sweets she must bring to continue the spring, which never must there know an ending. Bright Aurora, 'tis said, from her old lover's bed, no more the grey orient adorning, for the future must rise from fair Semele's eyes, and wait till she wakes for the morning.
No more. I'll hear no more. How long must I endure? How long with indignation burning from impious mortals bear this insolence? Awake, Saturnia, from thy lethargy. Seize, destroy the cursed adulteress. Scale proud Cytheron's top. Snatch her, tear her in thy fury, and down, down to the flood of Acheron let her fall, 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 rolling down the depths of night, never more to behold the light. If I am owned above, sister and wife of Jove, sister at least I sure may claim, though wife be a neglected name. If I the imperial sceptre sway, I swear, by hell, tremble thou universe this oath to hear, not one of cursed Agenor's race to spare.
Hear, mighty queen, while I recount what obstacles you must surmount. With adamant the gates are barred, whose entrance the two fierce dragons guard. Each approach they lash their forky stings, and clap their brazen wings, and as their scaly horrors rise, they all at once disclose 1,000 fiery eyes, which never know repose.
Hence, Iris, hence away, far from the realms of day, o'er Scythian hills to the Maeotian lake, a speedy flight we'll take. There Somnus I'll compel, his downy bed to leave, and silent cell. With noise and light I will his peace molest, nor shall he sink again to pleasing rest, till to my vowed revenge he grants supplies, and seals with sleep the wakeful dragon's eyes.
They ascend. Scene 2. The scene changes to an apartment in the palace of Semele. She is sleeping. Loves and Zephyr waiting.
See, after the toils of an amorous fight, where weary and pleased, still panting she lies, while yet in her mind she repeats the delight. How sweet is the slumber that steals on her eyes. Come, Zephyrs, come, while Cupid sings, fan her with your silky wings. New desire I'll inspire, and revive the dying flames. Dance around her while I wound her, and with pleasure fill her dreams.
A dance of zephyrs, after which Semele awakes and rises.
O sleep, why dost thou leave me? Why thy visionary joys remove? O sleep, again deceive me, to my arms restore my wandering love.
Scene 3. Love's leading Jupiter, while he meets and embraces Semele, Cupid sings.
Sleep forsaking, sees him waking. Love has fought him, back has brought him, mighty Jove though he be. And though love cannot see, yet by feeling about, he has found him out, and has got him.
Let me not another moment bear the pangs of absence, since you have formed my soul for loving. No more afflict me with doubts and fears and cruel jealousy.
Lay your doubts and fears aside, and for joys alone provide. Though this human form I wear, think not I a man's falsehood bear. You are mortal, and require time to rest and to respire. Nor was I absent, though a while withdrawn, to take petitions from the needy world. While love was with thee, I was present. Love and I are one.
If cheerful hopes and chilling fears, alternate smiles, alternate tears, eager panting, fond desiring, with grief now fainting, now with bliss expiring, if this be love, not you alone, but love and I are one.
If this be love, not you alone,
but love and I are one. Ah me!
Why sighs my Semele? What gentle sorrow swells thy soft bosom? Why tremble those fair eyes with interrupted light, where hovering for event, amidst their humid fires, some new-formed wish appears? Speak and obtain.
At my own happiness I sigh and tremble. Mortals whom gods affect have narrow limits set to life, and cannot long be blessed, or if they could, a god may prove inconstant.
Beware of jealousy. Had Juno not been jealous, I ne'er had left Olympus, nor wandered in my love.
With my frailty don't upbraid me, I am woman as you made me. Causeless doubting or despairing, rashly trusting, idly fearing, if obtaining, still complaining, if consenting, still repenting, most complying when denying, and to be followed only flying. With my frailty don't upbraid me, I am woman as you made me.
The sex of Jove's the masterpiece, though of thy sex art most excelling. Frailty in thee is ornament, in thee perfection, given to agitate the mind, and keep awake men's passions, to banish indolence and dull repose, the foes of transport and of pleasure.
Still I am mortal, still a woman, and ever when you leave me, though compassed round with deities of love and graces, a fear invades me, and conscious of a nature far inferior, I seek for solitude and shun society.
Jupiter apart.
Too well I read her meaning, but must not understand her. Aiming at immortality with dangerous ambition, she would dethrone Saturnia, and reigning in my heart would reign in heaven. Lest she too much explain, I must with speed amuse her. It gives the lover double pain, who hears his nymph complain, and hearing must refuse her.
Why do you cease to gaze upon me? Why musing turn away? Some other object seems more pleasing.
Thy needless fears remove, my fairest latest only love. By my command, now at this instant, 2 winged zephyrs from her downy bed, thy much-loved Ino bear, and both together wait her hither through the balmy air.
Shall I my sister see, the dear companion of my tender years?
See, she appears, but sees not me, for I am visible alone to thee. While I retire, rise and meet her, and with welcomes greet her. Now all the scenery to Arcadia turn, the seat of happy nymphs and swains. There without the rage of jealousy they burn, and taste the sweets of love without its pain.
Scene 4. Jupiter retires. Semele and Ino meet and embrace. The scene is totally changed and shows an open country. Several shepherds and shepherdesses enter. Semele and Ino, having entertained each other in dumb show, sit and observe the rural sports, which end the second act. End of Act 2. Act 3 of Semele by William Congreve. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Act 3. Scene 1. The scene is the cave of sleep. The god of sleep lying on his bed. A soft symphony is heard. Then the music changes to a different movement. Juno and Iris.
Somnus, awake, raise thy reclining head.
Thyself forsake, and lift up thy heavy lids of lead.
Somnus waking.
Leave me, loathsome light. Receive me, silent night. Lethe, why does thy lingering current cease? Oh, murmur me again to peace.
Somnus sinks down again.
Dull god, canst thou attend the water's fall, and not hear Saturnia call?
Peace, Iris, peace. I know how to charm him. Pasithia's name alone can warm him.
Only love on sleep has power. Over gods and men thou Somnus reign.
Love alternate has his hour. Somnus, arise, disclose thy tender eyes. For Pasithia's sight, endure the light. Somnus, arise.
Somnus rising.
More sweet is that name than a soft purling stream. With pleasure repose I'll forsake, if you'll grant me but her to soothe me awake.
My will obey, she shall be thine. Thou with thy softer powers first Jove shall captivate. To Morpheus then give order, thy various minister, that with a dream in shape of Semele, but far more beautiful and more alluring, he may invade the sleeping deity, and more to agitate his kindling fire, still let the phantom seem to fly before him, that he may wake impetuous, furious in desire, unable to refuse whatever boon her coyness shall require.
I tremble to comply.
To me thy leaden rod resign, to charm the sentinels on Mount Citharon, then cast asleep on mortal Ino, that I may seem her form to wear when I to Semele appear. Obey my will, thy rod resign, and Pasithea shall be thine.
All I must grant, for all is due to Pasithea, love, and you.
Away, let us haste, let neither have rest, till the sweetest of pleasures we prove. Till of vengeance possessed I doubly am blessed, and thou art made happy in love.
Exeunt Juno and Iris. Somnus retires within his cave. The scene changes to Semele's apartment. Scene 2. Semele alone.
I love and am loved, yet more I desire. Ah, how foolish a thing is fruition! As one passion cools, some other takes fire, and I'm still in a longing condition. Whate'er I possess soon seems an excess. For something untried I petition. Though daily I prove the pleasures of love, I die for the joys of ambition.
Scene 3. Enter Juno as Ino with a mirror in her hand. Juno apart.
Thus shaped like Ino, with ease I shall deceive her, and in this mirror she shall see herself as much transformed as me.
Juno to Semele.
Do I some goddess see, or is it Semele?
Dear sister, speak. Whence this astonishment?
Your charms improving to divine perfection show you were late admitted among celestial beauties. Has Jove consented, and are you made immortal?
No, I still am mortal, nor am I sensible of any change or new perfection.
Juno giving Semele the glass.
Behold, in this mirror whence comes my surprise. Such luster and terror unite in your eyes, that mine cannot fix on a radiance so bright. 'Tis unsafe for the sense, and too slippery for sight.
Semele looking in the glass.
Oh, ecstasy of happiness, celestial graces I discover in each feature. Myself I shall adore, if I persist in gazing. No object sure before was ever half so pleasing. How did that glance become me? But take this flattering mirror from me. Yet once again let me view me. Ah, charming all over.
Semele offering the glass withdraws her hand again.
Here, hold, I'll have one look more. Though that look I were sure would undo me.
Juno taking the glass from Semele.
Be as wise as you are beautiful, nor lose this opportunity. When Jove appears all ardent with desire, refuse his proffered flame till you obtain a boon without a name.
Can that avail me?
Unknowing your intent and eager for possessing, he unawares will grant the nameless blessing. But bind him by the Stygian lake, lest lover-like his word he break.
But how shall I attain to immortality?
Conjure him by his oath not to approach your bed in likeness of a mortal, but like himself, the mighty thunderer, in pomp of majesty and heavenly attire, as when he proud Saturnia charms, and with ineffable delights fills her encircling arms, and pays the nuptial rites. By this conjunction, with entire divinity you shall partake of heavenly essence, and thenceforth leave this mortal state, to reign above, adored by Jove, in spite of jealous Juno's hate.
Thus let my thanks be paid, thus let my arms embrace thee, and when I'm a goddess made, with charms like mine, I'll grace thee.
Rich odors fill the fragrant air, and Jove's approach declare. I must retire.
Adieu, your counsel I'll pursue.
Juno apart.
And sure destruction will ensue, vain wretched fool.
Juno to Semele.
Adieu.
Exit Juno. Scene 4. Jupiter enters, offers to embrace Semele. She looks kindly on him, but retires a little from him.
Come to my arms, my lovely fair, soothe my uneasy care. In my dream late I wooed thee, and in vain I pursued thee, for you fled from my prayer, and bid me despair. Come to my arms, my lovely fair.
Though 'tis easy to please ye, and hard to deny, though possessing a blessing for which I could die, I dare not, I cannot comply.
When I languish with anguish and tenderly sigh, can you leave me, deceive me, and scornfully fly? And fear not, you must not deny.
I dare not, I cannot comply.
Ah, fear not, you must not deny. O Semele, why art thou thus insensible? Were I immortal, thy barbarous disdaining would surely end me, and death at my complaining, and pity would befriend me.
I ever am granting, you always complain. I always am wanting, yet never obtain.
Speak, speak your desire, I'm all over fire. Say what you require, I'll grant it now, let us retire.
Swear by the Stygian lake.
By that tremendous flood I swear, ye Stygian waters hear, and thou, Olympus, shake, in witness to the oath I take.
Thunder at a distance and underneath.
You'll grant what I require.
I'll grant what you require.
Then cast off this human shape which you wear, and Jove, since you are, like Jove to appear, when next you desire I should charm ye, as when Juno you bless, so you me must caress, and with all your omnipotence arm ye.
Ah, take heed what you press, for beyond all redress, should I grant what you wish, I shall harm ye.
I'll be pleased with no less than my wish in excess. Let the oath you have taken alum ye. Haste, haste, and prepare, for I'll know what you are, so with all your omnipotence arm ye.
Scene 5. Semele withdraws. Jupiter remains pensive and dejected.
Ah, whither is she gone, unhappy fair? Why did she wish? Why did I rashly swear? 'Tis past recall. She must a victim fall. Anon, when I appear, the mighty thunderer armed with inevitable fire, she needs must instantly expire. 'Tis past recall. She must a victim fall. My softest lightning yet I'll try, and mildest melting bolt apply. In vain, for she was framed to prove none but the lambent flames of love. 'Tis past recall. She must a victim fall.
Scene 6. Juno appears in her chariot ascending.
Above measure is the pleasure which my revenge supplies. Love's a bubble gained with trouble, and in possessing dies. With what joy shall I mount to my heaven again, at once from my rival and jealousy freed? The sweets of revenge make it worth while to reign, and heaven will hereafter be heaven indeed.
Juno ascends. Scene 7. The scene opening discovers Semele lying under a canopy, leaning pensively. While a mournful symphony is playing, she looks up and sees Jupiter descending in a black cloud. The motion of the cloud is slow. Flashes of lightning issue from either side, and thunder is heard grumbling in the air.
Ah me, too late, I now repent my pride and impious vanity. He comes, far off his lightning scorch me. I feel my life consuming. I burn, I faint, for pity I implore. Oh help, I can no more.
Semele dies. As the cloud which contains Jupiter is arrived just over the canopy of Semele, a sudden and great flash of lightning breaks forth, and a clap of loud thunder is heard. Then at one instant Semele, with the palace and the whole prospect scene, disappears, and Jupiter reascends swiftly. The scene, totally changed, represents a pleasant country, Mount Cithaeron closing the prospect. Scene 8. Enter Cadmus, Athamas, and Ino.
Of my ill-boding dream, behold the dire event!
O terror and astonishment!
How I was hence removed, or hither how returned, I know not, so long a trance withheld me. But Hermes in a vision told me, as I have now related, the fate of Semele, and added, as from me he fled, that Jove ordained I Athamas should wed.
Be Jove, and everything obeyed.
Cadmus joins their hands.
Unworthy of your charms, myself I yield. Be Jove's commands, and yours fulfilled.
See from above the bellying clouds descend, and big with some new wonder this way tend.
Scene 9. A bright cloud descends and rests on Mount Cithaeron, which, opening, discovers Apollo seated in it as the god of prophecy.
Apollo comes to relieve your care, and future happiness declare. From tyrannous love all your sorrows proceed. From tyrannous love you shall quickly be freed. From Semele's ashes a phoenix shall rise, the joy of this earth and delight of the skies. A god he shall prove, more mighty than love, and a sovereign juice shall invent, which antidote pure the sick lover shall cure, and sighing and sorrow forever prevent. When mortals be merry and scorn the blind boy, our hearts from his arrows strong wine shall defend. Each day and each night you shall revel in joy, for when Bacchus is born, love's reign's at an end.
Dance of Satyrs. Exeunt omnes. End of Act 3. End of Semele by William Congreve.